Welcome back, guys, to Final Fantasy XVI. Well, last episode, after finishing under new management for now as Philippe resigned from his post to help Isabel and Northreach, we returned to the hideaway for even weirder signs and brought back spherical echoes for a new furnace, increasing our potion capacity. With the questing complete, we headed to the infirmary to check on Joshua, who was ready to join us on our return to Ash, while we witnessed scenes of a recovering Prince Dion. We then dispatched the third S-rank hunt, Gorgimera, as we now continue on.
Karen says she'll provide what she can for our voyage to Ash, and has even agreed to forgo payment. Until our return, that is.
Of course.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them.
I guess if it was actually nearer our level, it's a good reason for why we boshed it. Job done then. I guess that's all that's left for me to do is to restock and get out there. I guess when you look at the size of the beast as well, it wasn't really the towering thing that was the previous opponents we fought.
We've run out of Papio nuts.
Still alive, are ya?
It was a little bit smaller. I only used one high
Find
potion.
a better price than that.
I was thinking of buying one of those other potions for it.
Hope adrift on foam-flecked peaks, despair looms below. Yet in the dark, a flame is sparked that warms us in its glow.
Yeah, that. Right then, Vivian, tell me where I'm going. Where we're landing is more to the point, because we're going a sea once more. Across the Narrow, finally. Let's get a move
I
on.
still say it were a compliment.
Say it all you like. It doesn't make it true.
What did you say?
Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive. Please tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
Then tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
All right, if it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood? Barnabas Tharm, the one they call the last king. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldamark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canva's streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped. And Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Thanks, Vivian. Oh my god, what the... Why? Phoenix heal thyself? That seems like a pretty important quest to take, actually. I was joking about there being more quests. There was a hunt, and then separately there was a quest.
Your Grace, stay strong.
What's up, Yote?
My Lord Marquis.
I guess I'll ask about you before undertaking your quest.
It was the greatest honor of my life.
To be appointed protector to his grace, I have served him in that capacity since he first began his journey across Valisthea. The purpose of which was twofold: to further the Undying's knowledge of Ultima, and to further his grace's knowledge of you, my lord. After he learned of your survival, your brother insisted that we tried to trace your movements. Thanks to the investigations of my fellow acolytes, we learned of your having taken the name of Sid.
But now...
Our journey together is at an end. His grace bids me remain here and protect those you and he hold dear.
So I bid you.
My lord, if I might be so bold, please look after him in my stead.
Your companions are kind indeed.
Everyone has been most welcoming. Lady Talia has been especially gracious. Though I know something of the medicinal arts, it is hardly enough to warrant the acclaim of one so skillful.
I must admit...
At first I doubted that her praise was sincere. We Undying are trained in what few simple skills might serve us in the field, but there is certainly no praise for those who excel in such endeavours.
I see now.
That this is your way. You encourage each other, that each might lend their strength to the cause, no matter how seemingly slight their contribution.
Yote, is anything the matter? You seem troubled. Perhaps I might be able to help.
My lord. Yes. Perhaps you might. It's your brother. His condition continues to worsen, though he does his best to hide it. The lesion on his chest pains him more with each passing day.
I had feared as much.
There are certain elixirs which can ease the suffering of those afflicted by the curse, but his grace's case is severe. The drafts I have been able to prepare for him thus far have ceased to have any real effect. So I consulted with Talia and certain of my comrades among the Undying about the possibility of finding something stronger. And thankfully, a recipe was found. The only problem being that the critical ingredient is exceptionally hard to come by, and our supplies are almost exhausted. Unless we can secure more soon, your brother's anguish will likely become unbearable. My lord, I know that I have no right to make demands of you. But would you help? For Joshua's sake.
Yes, when you put it the way you have.
For Joshua, anything.
Thank you, my lord.
So, what is this critical ingredient?
A rare herb by the name of stonerwort. It grows only where the ether is densest. The vigor it stores in its stems helps to counteract the curse. We discovered a patch near the aqueduct in Rosaria. But alas, yet more ether has erupted from the earth there recently, leaving the whole area flooded. The search continues for a new source. One that we might reach without being turned.
So it's only that you can't reach it? The Stonerwort itself is unharmed by the flood?
Well, yes, but...
Then I shall go in your stead.
But, my lord...
You've yet to find another source, correct? So for now, the aqueduct is our best hope. Besides, I'm a dominant. The ether can't hurt me.
Well, if you're sure, my lord. Stonerwort is easily identified by its blood-red blooms. Search around the aqueduct, and you're sure to find some soon enough. I shall remain here and prepare the other ingredients.
Phoenix, heal thyself indeed. Kill the Phoenix, more like, of course. Rosaria's aqueducts are our next target, then. So over there, the Trans-Rosarian Aqueduct down there. Between the entrance and Martha's Rest.
Ready, go?
Too bad that the Phoenix cannot really heal itself of that pain and burden. It's not a 100% rejuvenation job. Stoner what? Stoner is like something that's generally used to cure petrification, right?
Here's the aqueduct. Now to find our Stonewort. Yote mentioned blood-red petals.
I'm sure there's nothing evil between us and that, though.
That's my luck.
I just got mashed.
Won't be picking anything till they're gone. There's only one thing for it.
Oh, what? Did someone hit me with something just before that I came in so I couldn't do the counter? What the hell? This thing's killing me because this small fry are getting me. What the crap? This thing's already done more damage than the Miness rank. That'll finish it. Oh, I haven't even got the chest down here either. small ones hit me, I think. That staggered me enough that I wasn't able to hit the blocks that I wanted to hit. And then by the time I got around to get them, then got hit in the back by that guy, I realised my health had disappeared.
Here it is. Better collect as much as I can before reinforcements arrive. All right. That should do it. Let's get these back to Yotei.
Well, the quest was quick. Let's say that for it. Quick, blinking an eye fight. Done and done. Again, I have to go that way anyway to go for the next quest bit to get Joshua.
Lumps, the lot of them.
So I can restore my high potion on the way. So these quests might work towards... Ooh, pick up. The Genji accessory. It's still going to be a long time till we get them.
Yotei, I brought back all the stone and water I could find. Will this be enough?
One of the few varieties of flora capable of resisting high concentrations of ether. This herb is most often found in and around ether floods, where the fauna that would feast on its nutritious roots often fall prey to their Akashic cousins, if they don't turn themselves.
Yes, my lord. Thank you. I'm sure it will serve us until we can find another source.
I'm very glad to hear it.
You and His Grace are very much alike, you know. You think only of how you might help others, and never of the danger to yourselves.
No more than you have minding my brother. You've risked a lot for him, and I thank you for it.
I am honored that you should say so. But I beg you, my lord, do not give too much of yourself for the sake of others. We could not afford to lose you.
I'll keep that in mind.
Not much talk to end that quest, eh? Fair whack of experience and ability points, though, I'll take that.
You and your brother really are alike, my lord. Though selflessness is a virtue, I beg you, please take more care of yourselves.
That is something we are incapable of doing.
Clive, I wanted to give you something for the kindness you showed my mentor.
What's this?
A chest of all the medicines you're ever likely to need. Seeing as you're so reluctant to come to the infirmary, I thought you might as well take a part of the infirmary with you.
I'm sure it will be very helpful indeed. And Taya, try not to work too hard.
And work Rodrigue all the harder, you mean? He's a quick study, but he's got a long way to go yet. I'll take that particular piece of advice when you heed it yourself, thank you very much. Besides, who else is going to see that your brother takes his medicine?
Who indeed?
A medicine chest. Okay. Is that an accessory? A key item? I didn't even know. Displayed in Clive's chambers, a beautifully carved chest that opens to reveal countless compartments full of tonics and tinctures. Seeing as you're so reluctant to come to the infirmary, I thought you might as well take a part of the infirmary with you. I just engaged with that. I didn't expect that. Didn't expect to get a thing for just having a quick chat.
You need anything, you just ask.
I'm like wondering.
We might not have your uncle's resources, but resourcefulness, we've got in spades.
And now I'm just wondering who else I can talk to and randomly get a thing.
Clive.
Nothing's really going on here then.
I'll want a full report when you return. My map of Waloed is in sore need of revision.
Sore need. It's fine. Just know that it's enemy territory and that's all we need to know. Surely. I think that's how it works. Kind of wish there was another kind of marker for when we're going to get something like that from someone.
like you could do with a drink.
Shall I buy a round for the hall for the first time ever?
Honestly, Sid, you're too nice for your own good.
I was going to do it for
Hear
once.
that, ladies and gents? The next round's courtesy of the realm's most benevolent outlaw. Oh, keep your mug handy.
We'll get drunk then, I guess.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of pep here.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
I feel that was a waste of 10,000 gil.
It'd better all be here. The stews.
But maybe I'm more beloved now, I don't know.
The sound of ringing still.
Has filled the streets of Dravos since back before anyone can remember. And there's not Smith worth his salt who didn't apprentice under one of the village masters. Me and Zoltan worked old Falcon's foundry till our lungs burned and our skin turned black. We were happy.
So we weren't.
Things change, people change, and we can either change with them or we can stay stuck in the past. Me and my old mate chose to put our past behind us so that Dravos can have a future. Future where young Smiths can be proud of work done well and work done right, just like
Who
here.
knows?
Maybe someday my apprentice will be someone else's master, work them just as hard as I do him.
What do you want?
Maybe. So, still to make a God of Damalung, we have everything except the Dark Steel, 2 of them, and the Primitive Battle Hall.
That it?
So we're still a ways away.
I will not forget this kindness, my lord.
Don't worry about
I
it.
shall go to Eastport.
As soon as the rebuilding work is complete, I promise to.
Shut the door on him. Oh yeah, the Wall of Memories, that was one later on. Too bad you can't, like, look at the other slots and see how to get them. That's how I'd look at it. Feel bad walking away from mid-sentence, but we did already hear that dialogue after all.
You don't know what you're talking about. The odor's what gives Chance's stew its, depth. And that's what makes it superior to any old lizard livers.
Oh, please. Have you even tried the fried mortress? Taste, smell, texture. It beats your beloved stew hands down on every count. Now that's a masterpiece.
And so deliberations on food that we've revived continue.
I have no reason to assume otherwise.
Well, then that changes everything.
What?
Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman, tell him.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject. And what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix Gate. But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me. Now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete example, one that will reveal all we seek.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus? I would think not, if you have. But there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins, and though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now why I must accompany you to Waloed.
It would appear the past still has much to teach us, though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of Moss. To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it in good hands.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
If it please your grace, might I one day borrow the chronicles? For a short while.
Of course, Lordsman Hippocrates. You need but ask.
So the Owl Hall, everyone.
Said I could ride the Enterprise next. No, she didn't. She said I could.
However you can. We're going to enemy territory.
My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention, as well as slow our march and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain. Only Joshua and I will be going. And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav, do you know of any?
You bet your ass I do. Might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though. Just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone behind. The ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe. You'll be needing passage home, after all.
But... very well.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
Let me know when you're leaving. I want a word before you go.
Of course.
You side quests? Speak of Otto first of all. That I can do.
What do you recommend?
Was wondering if new would appear there. Suppose we got new stuff in here. I'm only 2 orchestrions down at this point.
Thought I might grab myself a mug of Maeve's mead. Settle me stomach, you know, before we take to the high seas.
I'll just pay for everyone to have some, so... I'm not going to begrudge you a drink. Nice one you haven't in a while, that's for sure. Unless you take it to Scout, of course. Maybe beer keeps better.
Is something wrong?
Not at all. Honestly. Can't a man wish his friend farewell? Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in order while you're off saving the world.
I'll hold you to that.
Oh, that was it. Oh, we're off. Suddenly, we are off. There's a new hunt's having appeared. We could just travel off to our next destination. No new quests. May as well find out what the new hunts are first. Don't worry. You can never leave.
Covered in nicks and lumps.
So the people in here are still saying the same stuff. And what are we looking at, Nectar? It's before. It's another S rank. Those few... Oh no, it's an S rank one of them. I'm doomed. Those few souls who were able to escape from Ash before the skies changed tell of Pandemonium, the king of the orcs, who led his fellow beastmen in revolt against Waluda rule. Though his rebellion was swiftly crushed by King Barnabas' armies, many of the orcs who now roam the Twins, sating their appetite for human flesh, bear his marking, suggesting that he still commands his forces today. I'm assuming then that he is further forward? The only location that's mentioned is Walud. Revolt against Waluda rule. The Twins are the two continents, so I think that's further forward. So there's an S-rank guy we might just bash into. By the look of things. Save we shall. Again. I'm saving way too often. It's 43 minutes since we last, so yeah, I totally need to make these saves.
You reckon? I reckon we're better off not knowing.
I want to know. Just swing your sword. It's really easy according to Odin. Okay, so there's an S rank maybe over here. The Shadow Coast is where we're landing. The land, long having fallen victim to the spreading blight, now even the most meager of scrub struggles to draw life from the ether-drained cliffs that loom above the barren coastline. Off we go.
Reckon it'll be a long walk to the capital if we follow the cliffs. I'll scout ahead, see if I can't find us an inland route.
Clive. There's something I've been meaning to ask. You took her icon, didn't you?
Yes, I did. She understood.
Oh, she understood. Understood that you decided to save the world all on your own, and that you'd die without her power. How dare you make her choose? You knew damn well she'd never refuse you. But I will. You can't keep pushing us away, Clive. The world is ours to save, not yours.
I used my gift because I thought it was the right thing to do.
And you truly believe this will save you? Will save us all?
I do.
Then so be it. Just don't forget, you're not alone.
Think I found us a trail. Did I miss something?
Only that Joshua didn't.
I don't get it.
But falls in ash.
wanted to visit Ash.
We're in Waluda territory now. Don't expect a warm welcome.
Oh, I don't know, Clive. That castle over there looks inviting enough.
Shall we sample its inhabitants' hospitality?
Maybe we shall. It's that thing like, oh, you do it alone, etc. It's like, well, you see, I keep getting pulled into like these spaces where no one else can help, and it's just me, and it's after me. It's that kind of thing. I wish I could do this not alone, but it's starting to shape up that way, isn't it? This thing can prey on me in a way that you cannot help me when it comes to that point in time. And that is very worrying. Where are we at the moment? New Zealand? Wales? Looking at the landscapes out here.
Remember what I said about warm welcomes, Gav?
I'm sure that won't close by me.
Oh, this place is as dead as Grieger's ghost.
So I said I was sure. You know, only the music gained an extra level of tense. That's all. Nothing to see here apart from that. Oh. It's fine. I'm in stealth mode. They can't find me.
I knew I smelled something.
I see only orcs and a cache here.
Let's hope the villagers made it out in time.
I'm trying to mesmerize me. And I hate that as well. Joshua interrupted me while Clive was longingly watching Gav's butt as he climbed up the way. Oh man, I hate if my mum called me orcish fodder over there.
You're finished.
Say he's still up. That's the opposite of finish there, Joshua. Maybe we should have brought Jill anyway. Jill was much faster at getting them dead. And there's Gav just have to be on his own. I don't even have any spells. Ooh, an amber. Bit of cash money. Isn't really right if we don't rob up this place. Pick the bones, so to say. There's permafrost. I hadn't really used it yet. That's how long that would have frosted him down for. By a look at the thing on the screen. weird. I should like a dodge ability more, but I very much like the parries that we've generated thus far. I'm almost not looking forward to another icon at this point, because then it will force me to make a choice, won't it? Where is it? This orcish fodder here has been delivered to me. Well, that'll be that then. Anything else to claim from the center of this destroyed Akashic orcish eaten town? I'm assuming that was what would have most likely happened to the people here. If there were ever any people that were here. I mean, there's still like meat and stuff out that doesn't look spoiled, so it does make you wonder. Meanwhile, in an Orc Splash Orcashic place, there's a place over here. We know that there's a guy on our list after all. Don't know if he's exactly here. I'll save again. Yeah, it's 28 saves now. This looks arena-y. No! Pandemonium.
Oh look, it's the
Run!
Nice try.
I'm doing better this time, ish. Level 45.
Nice try. Titan.
Hello, go, my buddies. You might want to get out there, Gab. What's your bar at? Wait, I got hit and blocked it? That's confusing.
Thanks, boy.
Oh man, don't get hit. You're about to break him. Dav, hit him! Hit him some more! Oh, hey! No, you. Oh my goodness! I meant to do the thing, and I was hoping to get it on time, and then I got stuck in it horribly. Which is obviously not what I meant to happen. It went from a wee wee wah to uh-oh.
Titan!
Oh my goodness, you walked into a new location? Tasty choice you made there, sir. I nearly died for my own foolishness.
Enough.
Just about. If I didn't try to do the dodge in and out, I'd probably been really, really fine. But I tried it and nearly got myself destroyed. A stain? I don't want it. A stained loincloth. Modesty is not a trait that comes to mind when one thinks of an orc, so it is a mystery why they bother to wear a loincloth at all when the thin strips of cloth only afford nominal protection and leave naught to the imagination. There are some scholars, however, who argue that they are vestiges from when the creatures were more civilized and serve as proof of a devolution of the species.
Your reign is at an end.
Farewell.